back. It's beautiful. But for her, it was a miracle. She didn't plan it. It came from somewhere deep. From the nights she had listened. From the rhythm that had become part of her. One week, just one, and she felt like a door had opened inside her. You may think, will that happen to me? The answer is yes, but not in the same way. Your journey is your own. Maybe it will be a sentence, maybe just a smile, maybe a feeling of peace when someone speaks English near you. That is still progress. That is still magic, because change doesn't have to be big. It only needs to be real. So tonight, think about your week. Think about this quiet habit you are building. The nights you chose to listen. The calm you created. The words that found you when you weren't even trying. That is the proof. That is the reward. You didn't need to push. You just stayed close. And your brain, your gentle, smart brain, did the work for you. You see, every night is like water on a stone. It doesn't break it in one hit. It shapes it over time. Softly, patiently, beautifully. You are being shaped, too. Not into something new, but into the version of you who trusts, who speaks, who believes. Let's say this now together. 1 week can change me. I am learning in silence. My voice is getting ready. I am not behind. I am on the path. Chapter 18. The night is holding you gently now. Your body has learned to rest. Your thoughts have learned to slow down. And your heart, your soft, patient heart, has learned to welcome English without fear. You are not forcing anything. You are not asking too much from yourself. You are only listening, quietly, as the voice speaks to you in a rhythm you've come to trust. And by now, something inside you knows this is not just a dream. This is real growth, real change, real connection. In this chapter, we will talk about how everything you've done so far, each night of peaceful listening, is quietly preparing you for something powerful, real speaking. Yes, you are getting ready to speak, not with fear, not with panic, but with calm. And that moment will come, slowly, naturally, from sleep to voice. You see, speaking does not begin with words. It begins with feeling, with belief, with quiet repetition that becomes rhythm. That rhythm has been growing inside you. With each night, you've been hearing the same soft sounds, the same gentle sentences, not to memorize them, but to absorb them. Your brain has been holding on to these sounds, placing them in soft places, connecting them to emotion, to safety, to rest. And now, those soft places are becoming stronger. You are beginning to feel English, not just study it. And that feeling, it's the first step to speaking. You might not notice it at first. Maybe you're brushing your teeth, and a sentence comes into your mind. It's a beautiful day. Maybe you're walking to the store and hear yourself think, I need some milk. These are not mistakes. These are signs. Signs that your brain is ready to move from listening to speaking. Not loudly, not perfectly, just gently, just slowly. Like a baby bird learning to sing. Not by reading music, but by listening first, then trying. And you don't need to rush. You don't need to speak in full conversations right away. Just try small things. Whisper a phrase you heard last night. Repeat one sentence in the mirror. Say one kind word to yourself in English before sleeping. That is how the voice inside you becomes the voice outside you. That is how quiet turns into confidence. That is how listening becomes speaking. Remember this. Your voice will not come from your mouth alone. It will come from your memories, from the calm rhythm you've heard every night, from the emotional connection you've built in silence. Your voice will not come from fear. It will come from trust, and that trust has already started growing. Let's imagine a moment together. You are at a cafe. The waiter smiles at you and says, "What would you like?" You feel a little nervous, but then something happens. You remember a sentence you've heard many times during these nights. "I'd like a cup of tea, please." And the words come, softly, naturally, without thinking. You speak them. The waiter smiles, and you feel proud. Not because you studied hard, but because you stayed close. Because you gave yourself the gift of listening. And now, the language is given back. So tonight, don't try to speak. Just listen. But let your heart know. Speaking is coming. It is already beginning. Every word you hear now is building your future sentences. Every soft phrase you receive is becoming part of your voice. Say this with me, gently. My voice is growing. I speak without fear. English lives inside me. I am getting ready. I trust my journey. You don't need to speak today, but when the moment comes, you will be ready. Because you have done the quiet work. You have planted the seeds. And now, the words are moving. Chapter 19. The night is deep, but your heart is light. You have listened, chapter after chapter, with no stress and no pressure. And now, you are different. You may not see it in a mirror. You may not feel it in your body. But something inside you has changed. You have learned to let go. You have learned to trust. And most importantly, you have learned that you can grow even when you are tired, even when you feel lazy, even when you don't want to study. That's what we'll talk about now. What to do when you feel too tired, too slow, too weak to learn. Because the truth is, on those days, English can still grow inside you. You can still move forward, softly, quietly, by doing one beautiful thing, letting the language flow into you. We all have those days. Days when your eyes feel heavy, when your brain feels full, when you say, "Not tonight. I'm too tired." And that's okay. You are human. You don't need to fight yourself. You don't need to force yourself to work. The beauty of this sleep learning journey is that it does not ask for strength. It only asks for presence. All you have to do is press play, lie down, and listen. You don't even have to keep your eyes open. You don't need to respond. Just being close to the language is enough. Your tired mind may not remember every word tonight, but your heart will feel the rhythm. Your brain will hold the sound. Your memory will catch the feeling. Because the kind of learning we do here is not about logic. It's about softness. It's about showing up even when you don't feel perfect. It's about saying, "I am tired, but I still welcome English." And that welcoming, so small, so gentle, is more powerful than you think. Let's imagine a moment. You come home after a long day. You don't want to open a book. You don't want to write or speak. But you lie down and you play a soft English story. You don't even try to listen. You just let the voice be near. Like music, like background rain. And your brain, though tired, says, "I know this sound. This feels familiar. This feels safe." And that safety becomes memory. That memory becomes fluency. And you didn't need to lift a finger. That is what makes this method so kind. It works with your life, not against it. On your strongest days, you can repeat the phrases. On your weakest days, you can simply listen. And both days are valuable. Both days are part of your journey. There is no wasted time when you listen with your heart. Even if your body is still, even if your eyes are closed, even if you fall asleep before the story ends. So if you are tired tonight, do not worry. Do not feel guilty. Do not tell yourself, "I'm not doing enough." You are doing something beautiful. You are learning with love. You are growing through peace. You are building your fluency with soft energy. Energy that respects your emotions, your body, your pace. And tomorrow you may feel ready to do more, or not. And that is still okay. Because what matters is that you stayed connected. You stayed close to the language. You said yes to English, even when your energy was low. That small yes is what changes everything. So now, let the words flow. Don't chase them. Don't try to catch them. Just let them float like clouds. Let them rest beside you. You don't need to understand. You don't need to speak. Just feel the kindness of the voice. Feel the comfort of the rhythm. You are still learning, even now. Say this with me, softly. I can learn, even when I am tired. My rest is not wasted. English is always near me. Every small moment matters. I am doing enough. Chapter 20. The night is almost over. The silence is deeper now. Even the stars seem slower, as if they too are resting with you. You've come so far. You've listened with your heart. You've learned without force. You've trusted the voice. And now here we are, the final chapter. But this is not the end. No, my friend. This is the beginning of something soft, strong, and beautiful. This is where you understand the truth. Night after night, your English is awakening. Not in a classroom, not with fear, but in the quiet moments you chose to listen. In the calm space where your dreams met the language. This last chapter is not a goodbye. It is a gentle reminder that your sleep is not just for rest. It is also for growth, for change, for becoming the version of you who speaks with peace. You have heard many words during these chapters. Some were new, some were repeated, some you don't remember, and that's okay, because the goal was never to remember every word. The goal was to let English live beside you, to become part of your sleep, part of your emotions, part of your quiet time. And you did that. You welcomed the voice. You made space for the sound of a new language. And without pressure, without pain, your brain began to listen, to notice, to hold the rhythm, and slowly to believe. Do you feel it now? That soft shift inside you. That sense that English is no longer something you chase, but something you already carry? You may not see the full results yet, but deep inside, the change has begun. And that change will continue. With every night you listen, with every peaceful breath you take beside this language, with every soft sentence you hear, again and again. And here is something truly magical. Even if you miss a night, your brain remembers. Even if you forget the routine for a while, the rhythm stays inside you. You've built something strong, something gentle, something that lives in your sleep and wakes up with you each morning. You've created a relationship with English, not through study, but through kindness, through patience, through peaceful presence. Now I ask you this, don't stop here. Let this be your quiet routine, your bedtime gift. Each night, before you sleep, come back to this soft space. You don't need to think. You don't need to perform. Just listen. Just breathe. Just be. That is how your English will continue to grow. Not by doing more, but by being close, by staying near the sound, near the emotion, near the calm. And one day, you will speak, not with fear, not with hesitation, but with quiet confidence. Because you didn't rush, you didn't fight, you trusted the slow path, you trusted your sleep, you trusted yourself. So as this final chapter fades, let your eyes close, let your breath deepen. Let your heart rest in the joy of what you've done. You listened. You learned. You loved the language in silence. Now, say this with me one last time. I learn with peace. I am still learning. Night by night, my English awakens. I am proud of this journey. I will return tomorrow.
These mortal cycles begin anew.
Your ally has slain an enemy. Your allies decorating the sea. Enemy double kill.
Truth
Ally
is a
double kill.
My flaws are a badge of honor.
Slain an enemy. Twice the bounty. Enemies are destroyed. Your ally has been slain. Your ally has slain an enemy.
Righteousness.
I'd like to see that again.
Much appreciated. Once I had this, now I have
Ally has been slain.
Make a shattered soul. My bones bounce and my soul flies.
Enemy double kill. Took the coward's way out. Three souls. Surround the turret. Aced. Your ally shut down an enemy. Aced. Your turret's been destroyed.
I have endured this.
Your ally has been slain. Enemy double kill. Your ally has slain an enemy. Your ally found friends.
Back into the fray.
Your ally has been slain. ally got a double haste. That's the last of their crew.
Not all life is a gift.
Before the slaughter done. Killing spree. Lost his innards. They come regret it. Your inhibitors respawn. Inhibitors being destroyed. The enemy's gaining speed. Enemy's double kill. Haste. We are dead in the water. Our defeat.